Alrighty folks, we got another one for you here today. I'm Dustin Cormier, this is How to Rock a Campfire, and today we're going to learn to play Walkin' Blues by Eric Clapton. Let me just grab my little slider here. Now, I'm no expert at the slider, and I could learn to be, just like you could easily learn to be. And so that's why I'm showing you guys a thing or two about the slider today. So you'll have to forgive whatever little tiny, I'm trying to get a little bit better. The vibrato on this thing is great, and there's a lot of really cool things that you can do with the slider that you can't really do with anything else, As I said, there's always that vibrato, Okay, so it's got a nice vibrato on it, and I watched Eric Clapton play this song, and he plays it with the slider on his pinky. Okay, so that gives your other fingers, if you want to use your other fingers for any kind of thing, then you can use them. So you don't have to constantly be using your slider all the time. Now, at first you're gonna be very light on the slider. And then as you start to play it a lot, you'll find that you'll get the best sound out of it by pressing into your guitar strings a little harder than you would think you would. Because it gives you a little bit more control with your slider, and it gives it a kind of a better sound, because if you play really light, you tend to get a lot of farts, and farts is when you play and you lift it off without really lifting it off all the way, and you get that buzz. It's called a fart, right? Or at least that's what we call it anyway. So you usually want to be kind of nice and hard on the slider. Now, I think that Eric Clapton plays this song without a pick. Depending on how I feel, I might use a pick. I probably shouldn't, because he doesn't, I guess, so I'll just do it without the pick. Yeah, so this is Walkin' Blues by Eric Clapton, and I'm going to show you guys what it is that I'm doing in here, okay? So he starts off with with a pretty simple little way of starting off, as it is with the open G. One thing a lot of blues players will do, you'll find me doing this in Traveling Riverside Blues as well by Led Zeppelin, is that they'll play with the octave, which is the 12th fret of the guitar, right? Because it gives you that kind of a high sound. Okay, and so that's where he's getting that first riff from. Is he's putting the main focus just mostly on the high E string. I'll call it the high D string. That's a D string, by the way, right now, because it's tuned to open G, right? So on your high D string, okay, so I'm going to go on the high one. I guess you'll focus on both the strings, the B string and the high D string. You're going to slide up from the 10th fret to the 12th fret. And then you're going to focus that last note from the F, the 10th fret of the G string, slide that up to the 12th fret of the G string, and then you do it again. Okay, so that's kind of what he's doing there. Listen to the song so you can get the rhythm for it, right? And then you're going to go G string and B string chromatically from the 12th to the 11th to the 10th, right? And then that's when you slide up into the C. Okay, so I'll show you guys what I'm doing there. After that little chromatic thing would come into the C, and then I usually... Right? Do you see what I'm doing there? So that you're going from... What's that? What you say?
Never mind.
My neighbors, they're a bunch of goofs. So we're gonna, after that C, we're gonna come down and you stay there for it, get a little bit of vibrato, and then you hit it open, and then to the B flat, and then open again, and then you have a nice big loud G, right? That's what he kind of does. He does a lot of kind of slaps like that, right? So okay, so I'm going to try to show you exactly what it is that he's doing there. It's kind of tricky because you want to try to only hit those specific notes that you're hitting in here, okay? Because he's very particular, Eric Clapton, in his unplugged version, which is the version I'm going with, by the way. He's very particular about hitting just the note, just the one specific note that he's trying to sound, right? So after that C... Okay, and then you just kind of... Okay, what I'm doing there is, after, I know I'm making it confusing, but after that C, come down. Okay, after you go B, G, B, G, sorry, B flat, G, B flat, G, and then you slide from the third fret to the fifth fret of the G, of the below G string, which is what this is right now. All right, and then so you're gonna slide. Okay, you're sliding from the third fret to the fifth, and then you're gonna have an open D, and then the high G note is what you're gonna accent, right? Okay, so. And then after you play around in that G for a bit, you're gonna go to the D. So after the D, you come slide up to the C, and then hit the B flat twice, right? B flat G, B flat G, and then from there he's gonna go. Okay, so you guys should know that little riff that he's doing in there. Okay, so after that last little bit, you slide up to the D, to the third fret of the D string, which is the F note. So chromatically down from that third note, right? And then from there you go to the D again. And then, you know, so that is basically the main thing he's doing for the intro and for a lot of the solo parts. He does a lot of the same kind of thing. You'll notice that I'll play around a bit because I'm trying to kind of, you know, try to play the blues, and that's what, you know, that's what the blues is all about, and finding out all those little notes in there. But I will try to stick to what Eric Clapton does and what I saw him doing on the unplugged version of this song. You can find it on YouTube, and it's a really great version. So, he does all that stuff, and then, you know. Comes into the actual vocal part, right? And it's something like that. Woke up this morning, but the blues ain't bad. Woke up this morning. Oh shit, sorry. Feel around for my shoes this morning. feel around for my shoe. Ah. You know about that, babe, Lord. Had them all walking through. Okay, so what I'm doing there, for the verses part when he's singing, is you're going to the C, right? Open and slide up to the C, and then you hit your B flat, and then you hit open. Sorry, yeah. So what you're doing is you're gonna go. Woke up this morning. Okay, after you hit that G, you're gonna want to come up and put your first finger on the 3rd fret of the D string, which is the F note, the 7th of the G, and then you bring it down to the 6th of the G, and then you go. Woke up this morning. Woke up the blues this morning. I felt around for my shoe. Oh, what you know about that, babe? I got them walking blues. So, that's pretty much all the little riffs that I'm doing in here. I can imagine that there's a whole bunch more going on in there. What I most suggest is using this video as a little starter for just showing you all those little riffs that he's kind of working on as he's going on in there. A lot of the times I'm just sticking to the main middle notes when I'm doing, something like going to the C chord. In case I'm not making this clear enough, when I go to that C chord, I'm usually just focusing on the B string and the G string mostly, and every now and then I'll hit the high D and the low D with it as well. Mix it up a little bit. Try to, use the sound of the guitar to find what sounds is working best, what sounds most bluesy, what sounds most like Eric Clapton, We're not robots here. We're not trying to do exactly what he does. We're just trying to learn to play the blues, right? So, with that being said, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that... and I don't think there is. One little thing I would like to say is that one thing that Eric Clapton does a lot, as I said, he's very particular with the notes he's hitting with his slider, okay? So you'll notice he'll be doing things like... Okay, so he'll do something like that where it comes... He does it with the slider, and I can't get it without hitting that other C note, But anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about once you get here. So, yeah, that main point is that a lot of the times he'll go after the C to the B flat. Okay. So what I'm doing after that B flat, okay, I'm gonna hit the open G notes, whichever ones you want to hit. Okay? As soon as you hit that first G, you're going to slide up from the F, which is the 3rd fret of the low D note, of the low D string, up to that G. Okay, so... You see what I'm trying to get at? What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to go... Okay, and so I can't seem to do it without using my 3rd finger, but that's why you got your other fingers, right? So you're gonna go, okay, so it's kind of fast, right? Okay, so you hit the B flat, then G, slide up to the quick slide, and then open D, and then slide up from the 3rd fret of the D, which is the F, up to the high G. And that's when he goes back up into the D part. Okay, so I'm just going to play this one through. I might wreck it, I might destroy it, but that's what the blues is all about, folks. So this is Walkin' Blues by Eric Clapton Unplugged. And I hope you guys dig it. Sorry, I'm going to give you guys that one more time anyway. So, yeah, this is Walkin' Blues by Eric Clapton, and I hope you guys dig it. This morning, walking over my shoes. Woke up this morning, had them old walking blues. This morning, I felt around for my shoes. You know what do you know about that, babe? Lord, I had that old walking blues. This morning, I don't mind no grind. I've been mistreated, baby. I don't mind dying this morning. I had to go and ride the blind. I've been mistreated, Lord. Lord, I don't mind dying. People tell me all the time, yo, walking blues ain't bad. That's the worst feeling, Lord, that I ever don't have this morning. People tell me old walking blues ain't bad. Worst of feeling, Lord. Ooh, Lord, the worst feeling I ever had. Well, why don't you let me tell you one time? Blues by Eric Clapton. Hope you guys dig it. Yeah, you're all good. I just had to get that in there. Ugh. Yeah, you must be getting ready to do a bunch of work out here, right?
Yeah.
Right
I
on.
was gonna